Hello, my name is Anita Ngeri, and I'm going to be taking you through this course on self discovery. It's actually sad that a lot of people do not get to achieve their set goals in life simply because they do not know who they are. It's important to understand yourself, as this would ensure that you can thrive and succeed in the world. Many young people often just go into careers simply because of parental pressure or family pressure, or just because they want to be called a doctor or an engineer or something of that sort. Sadly, they do not know who they are, and this tends to lead to a lot of failures in life and career. Now, when you hear the word self discovery, what does this mean? Self discovery refers to the process of exploring and gaining a deeper understanding of oneself. What this means is that you have to learn about who you are. You have to learn about what makes you a person. You have to learn about what makes you unique, what makes you different from every other person out there. You have to learn about your values. You have to learn about your beliefs. You have to learn about what makes you you. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are you passionate about? What is your purpose in life? What did you come to this life to achieve? What is it you intend to do with your life? How can you change the life of others around you? Basically, that is what self-discovery means. It involves introspection. It involves reflection. It involves self-exploration to uncover our authentic selves and develop a clearer sense of understanding. Now, you need to know who you are in order to get to a particular point in life. There are certain people who do not understand themselves. They do not know what they want to achieve. They do not have a plan. Or even those who are in careers, most people will often say, oh, it's a job. I have a job. The job puts food on the table. Yes, we know that you obviously go to work to earn a living, to feed your family and other responsibilities that you might have. But is that where it ends? Is that the only reason why you got a job? If that's the case, then there's really no need for anybody to actually go to school. You can just get a skill, acquire a skill, and go get a job. But why go through the four walls of a university? Why go through life? Why go through a lot of stress only to just, go through the motions of getting a job, going to work in the morning, coming back in the evening? At the end of the month, you get a salary and you feed people or your family. You take up your responsibility, and that's all. Self-discovery basically ensures that you understand your purpose in life. You know that God-given talent that you have, and you know how to use it to ensure that there is a change in your life and the people around you, not just your family, but the world around you. There are certain names that are popularly known in the world. We hear names like Elon Musk, we hear Bill Gates, we hear a lot of people. We hear Steve Jobs and a lot of people. It's not that these people are better than you. Most of the time, it's just because these people understand who they are. They understand their purpose in life. They understand their strengths and their weaknesses, and they understand their passion. Passion, very, very important. It's very important to know your passion, as this leads you to understand who you are as a person. Also, your values. It's very important to understand what you believe in, what you stand for. There are certain people that are known for being a person of integrity. There are people that are known as chronic liars. There are people that are known for one thing or the other. You should understand your values. You should understand what you believe in. If nobody is in a place, if for instance you are at work in the office and something happens, can people actually vouch for you and say, okay, Anita is this kind of person, Dennis is this kind of person, he cannot be responsible for this, he cannot do this? And before it gets to the point where somebody can vouch for you, you have to know who you are as a person. You don't need to be swayed or persuaded easily by your peers or your friends or peer pressure. So self-discovery actually ensures that you uncover your authentic self, and then you develop a clearer sense of identity. Now, why is self-discovery significant in personal growth? There are so many reasons why self-discovery is significant, and I'm going to give you a few points. Number one, authenticity. When you hear the word authentic, what comes to mind? It means real, something that is not fake. It's quality, it is rich, it is real. Now, self-discovery basically helps us connect with our true selves. That's the real you. The you that you are when nobody is looking. The you that you are when nobody is there. The you that you are when things are bad. Usually people say that you find out who a person is when the person is in a state of distress. And most of the time it's true. Because most people, when they get to the low point of their life, they are driven to do a whole lot of things that they would not originally do. Most people, because of maybe they cannot seem to get a job or something, maybe they lost their job or something, they're passing through a particular situation in life, they begin to do things that are out of character. Mostly it's because they do not know who they are. They do not have a belief or values that they stand for. They do not understand their purpose in life, so they are swayed easily. Being authentic means that you know who you are. By understanding who we are at our core, we can align our actions, our choices, and life path with our genuine values and aspirations. This would lead to a more authentic and fulfilling life. What that means is when you know who you are inside of you, you can align your actions to match with your person. You know that I am a person of integrity. So definitely in your place of work, when there's something that has to do with cheating or lying or doing something that does not conform with your person, you should be able to stand out and say, no, I cannot do this. I do not believe in this. This is not who I am. But for you to get to that point where you can do that, you need to be authentic. You need to be real. So, self-discovery is important because it helps you understand yourself, your true self. Another reason why self-discovery is significant is personal fulfillment. Now, through self-discovery, we identify our passions, our interests, and our talents. What this means is, once you know who you are, you can determine what you enjoy, what holds your attention, what are your God-given talents, your God-given gifts that you can bring out to the world. Once you begin to understand yourself, are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Do you like talking to people? Would you rather read? Do you like to draw? Your thoughts. What do you think about? How do you express your thoughts? What are the things you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy sitting long hours, reading, writing? Do you enjoy listening? You need to figure out these things that you enjoy. What is the one thing that you can do for hours without getting tired? What is the one thing that you can do day in, day out and not get tired? What's the job that you feel you can do, and even if you are not paid for it, you're not paid any kind of financial enumeration, you would still do it? What do you enjoy doing? You realize some people enjoy talking to people. There are people that are good in terms of they can pass a message along. If you tell them this, they know how to motivate people. There are people that are good in terms of expressing their thoughts. There are people that are good at caring for other people. They enjoy helping out. They enjoy being a source of help, a source of assistance to other people. So when you listen to yourself, when you actually understand who you are, you can identify your passion. You can identify what drives you. You can identify your talents. When you engage in activities and pursuits that resonate with your true self, it gives you a sense of joy. There's a sense of satisfaction, this sense of fulfillment. For instance, I enjoy teaching people. I enjoy passing along a message. I enjoy having someone who I'm teaching understand what I'm talking about. I enjoy having someone understand me. I enjoy having someone listen and then make something meaningful out of what I have said. It gives me a sense of joy that somebody I have taught becomes someone important, or can is able to turn their life around. It gives me a sense of fulfillment, a sense of satisfaction. It just makes me feel, okay, I am doing something right. I am changing my generation. I'm changing my future. That is what self-discovery can help you achieve. Another one is clarity and direction. Self-discovery helps us clarify our goals, your aspirations and purposes. When you understand yourself, you can make better informed decisions about your career, about your relationship, and your life choices. It gives you a sense of direction. It guides you through the path that you should follow, paths that align with your aspirations, path that aligns with your values, path that aligns with who you are and what you intend to achieve, with your purpose in life. Another one is self-awareness. Self-discovery enhances self-awareness. It enables you recognize your strengths, your weaknesses, your patterns of behavior. You know, okay, this is what I am good at and this is what I am not good at. And then you can look at ways to turn your weaknesses into strengths. You realize that in the mornings you wake up, when you wake up, you enjoy sleeping in up until late, and then okay, this is who you are. Okay, why not shift your waking time from maybe 9 o'clock in the morning to 6:30, and then sleep early. That way, even when you wake up at 6:30, maybe it takes you about an hour to wake up, you know that you are ahead of time. It's your weakness, but you're trying to look out for ways to make that into your strength. There are certain things you can do to make your weaknesses into your strength. You can understand your behavior, your pattern of behavior. And what this awareness does, it empowers you to make positive changes, to develop your strength. And you work on areas that need improvement, which are your weaknesses. It also helps you support personal growth and foster continuous self-improvement. You can continue to improve on who you are at every point in your life. I hope to see you in the next class, and I hope you've learned something today. Bye.